Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today is Friday, May 4th, 2012. We'll start off with the results first. We had minus 11 ticks on the Russell, plus 56 ticks on the Gold, and plus 17 on the YM. We don't have any trades on, or we had a trade on the NQ. We got a break even on that. And we didn't have any trades anywhere else today. I have to apologize because our recap from yesterday, I accidentally erased it last night. I recorded over it. So let me give you yesterday's results again. Yesterday we were plus 10 ticks on the Russell. We were minus 9 ticks on the YM. We were minus 1 tick on the NQ. And we were minus 2 points on the ES. Okay? That's what our day was like yesterday. Today we're minus 11 on the Russell, plus 56 on the Gold, and plus 17 on the YM. Alright? Now, let's just go through these trades. The Gold, there was something that I mentioned in the partners meeting last night to the partners. I was starting to get into it to tell you how to take advantage of it when one of the partners asked basically what we could do with it, and then I got sidetracked. But what I did this morning at 8:30, right over here. Let's see, I drew this in. This is when I did it this morning. I put a buy stop in, $2 above this and $2 below this, anticipating a move up or down, a significant move up or down. And I went over this in the partners meeting last night. And assuming that we're going to get the significant move up or down, and it would take me with it whichever way it did. So it picked me up right here, and it gave me 38 ticks before I got out of the trade, right over here. It took about 3 seconds for that to happen. Right. After that, we traded during the day over here. Let's scroll back a little bit, and we'll go through the trades that we took and the trades that we missed and all that. All right, so right here at the open, there was a long trade right here. We had bullish divergence down here. You guys can see this. When I say divergence, what I mean is these lines are moving away from the cycle line. All right, we had bullish divergence. Price moved up. It tested the BBC right here and moved up off of it. Let's see, there were more trade opportunities in here that I just missed. In there we had bullish divergence. It tested the BBC with an up close, so you could have gone long right in here. I had missed that. Let's see, there was bullish divergence right here with a test of the BBC and an up close. I had missed that. Over here, this was something that I pointed out in the meeting last night too, in the partners meeting, when the brown line is going in one direction and the green line goes against it, diverges from it, and then goes back to it. That will usually give you a pretty good opportunity to get into a trade for a quick move. Okay, that happened several times today. But we had bullish divergence down here, a test of the BBC with an up close. One of the other things that we went over last night was how to see when it's likely to stop. You know, when the market's really pushing like this, how to see when it's likely to stop and work its way back down to the BBC. And possibly be able to trade that. Okay, that's. Hang on a second. There's a lot of background noise in one of these. This one. That one. There you go. That was the one. All right. So we went over that last night in the live trading room. I didn't cover it all that much today because we had a pretty active day of trading. We shorted in here. We had bearish divergence right here. Price came up, tested the BBC, had a down close, and we shorted right there. It did it again right here. Okay, tested the BBC with a down close. We shorted there. We took some profit there, and we took some profit there. I don't remember how much we took on each one. Right here, we had a little bit of divergence. Okay, a little bit of divergence right there. It tested the BBC with a down close. We shorted there. We took a little bit of profit on that one. Over here, we had bullish divergence. It tested the BBC and moved up. We didn't get into that trade, and now we're getting in toward the break time here, where we didn't place any trades. We didn't place any trades during the break today. Not to say there weren't opportunities. Right here you can see there was bullish divergence right there, okay? And over here we had bullish divergence, but by the time we had tested the BBC, the divergence was going away. Red and going down, red and going down. Right, and that brings us where we are right now on gold. So we ended up, on the gold, we ended up plus 56 ticks. Okay, now let's look at the Russell. We ended up minus 11 ticks on the Russell. All right, on 2 trades. There were a lot of opportunities that we missed. It looks like 3 trades. Okay, right here, we had some bearish divergence, and I shorted here, and I got out at break even. By the time I shorted, everything was going against us. The cycle was going against us down here, and the MA1 was going against us. So I got out of that. Well, I tried to get out at break even. I lost 1 tick on that trade. All right, price came over here. It tested the BBC with the bearish divergence right here. Again, when I say divergence, I mean these lines are going away from the cycle. Okay, so you had the bearish divergence right there, and it moved down nicely. I missed that trade. I missed this one right in here, and over here there was some bullish divergence. Price gave an up close right here after testing the BBC. That one only went a few ticks. If I had taken that, I probably would have gotten a break even on it. Over here we had bullish divergence again. Price tested the BBC and moved up. If I had taken that, once price moves halfway to my profit target, which is 10 ticks, this would have been 5 ticks. I always take my risk to break even. Over here there was a shorting opportunity. We had bearish divergence right here. Price tested the BBC and moved down. This arrow right here is showing the green moving into the brown, the way that I described it last night. Okay, here's more bearish divergence with the down move. This was bearish divergence over here, and I waited for a little while on this trade. I ended up getting out of this trade. I think I was break even on this trade, but you can see that had a nice 3 or 4 point move down. I took this trade right here. We had bullish divergence. I took this trade here, and I went long right there. I stopped out minus 9 ticks, and that, I believe, is what put me down, the 11 ticks total. Now, you see all these little boxes here? I drew them in this morning in the live trading room. When the green turned into the brown, those were opportunities for just quick scalps if you want to look at that sort of thing. On this time frame, they'd be quick scalps. On a larger time frame, they'd be larger trades. But the same thing applies. The same rule applies. Okay. I didn't take any more trades in here. There were more opportunities. Right here you can see there was bearish divergence right here. We had the test of the BBC and a down close right there. Okay. Things started to get pretty mixed up in here. There was one right here. This was during the break. Right here. Test of the BBC with the down close, and there's the bearish divergence. And over here we had bullish divergence. This just happened a few minutes ago. We actually have some bullish divergence happening right now, looking for the up close. But that right there would be the spot. And right here you see the cycle. The cycle is red and headed down, and the MA1 is red and headed down. So this is not an optimal trade at this point. Okay. But that was the Russell this morning. Now the YM, let me show you that. Okay, I took a few trades on the YM this morning. Let's see, right here we have 9:30. Here's the open. We had divergences in here, but we were right on the weekly trading zone, so we weren't really looking at the YM at that time. Let me blow it up a little bit. Right here you see we had some bearish divergence right there, and it tested the BBC with a down close. I missed that one, but when it followed it up with another opportunity right over here, I did take that, and I took some profit on that. Price then got up above the BBC, which is the green line. The green line on the price up here. We had some bullish divergence right there. It tested the BBC with an up close, and I took some profit on that. I don't remember how many ticks, 12 or 14, something like that. We had some bearish divergence over here. Tested the BBC, gave a down close. I shorted that and took some profit there. There were more divergences in here. It didn't actually test the BBC here. Okay, here it did test the BBC. We got a down close, but the cycle and the MA1 were moving up against it, so we didn't actually take that trade. We did take a trade right in here. We missed this one. Okay, But we took the follow-up trade over here. We got a couple of ticks profit on that. And over here there was a short trade. You see we had the bearish divergence, tested the BBC with the down close. We didn't get any profit on that. We got a break even on that one. Okay. Let's see. In here, this little spot right here, though it's going right into the weekly trading zone, this little spot right here shows that green going right down into the brown, like I described it last night in the partners meeting. It does it again right over here. If we were to take everything else off of, let's just do this really quick. If we were to take these things off of there, it's a little easier to see. The brown's going in this direction, the green diverges from it and heads back into it, like that and like that. Okay. You see how that is a nice opportunity to just jump in on the momentum of the trade and get some points. Even right here on the way up. You see, right there. And right here on the way up. Alright, that was our YM this morning, guys. We ended up plus 17 on the YM, plus 56 on the gold, and unfortunately minus 11 on the Russell. We missed a lot of trades on the Russell. We didn't stay in some nice winners, and we got one loser. One significant loser, anyway. And that, my friends, is it for the morning. I'm going to wrap it up here, and